What is the tipping point? Will there be a war?
It's not about will there be a war. There is war right now. We are in war. It's just a different kind of war. Like, for example, you ever been to a family gathering where there's a lot of politics involved, but if you didn't know about it, you would never know there is war going on? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like, let's just say you're going to a family gathering. And
when you bring your partner, they think everything's good on the surface, but you know what's going on in the background.
Oh, I'm even talking dirtier than that. I'm talking about you go to a family gathering and you know your mom and your dad's sister hate each other. Like, you've seen the fights. Nobody else has seen it. They just called each other, the worst word just a week ago, but at a family gathering, like, hey, how are you? So how's your kids? By the way, I just want you to know, my son just graduated from USC. Oh, congratulations to your son. What she's trying to say is, hey, you idiot, my son is better than your son. I'm a better parent than you. And the auntie responds and says, oh, guess what? What? Our son just bought his own first house. We're so proud of him that he's so independent, that he doesn't lean on his mommy and daddy for everything. We like that. We have so much respect for our son. And you're just kind of standing there and you say, mom and auntie are going at it, right? There's a lot of war going on. But if you don't know the inner detailed stories of what's going on, you wouldn't know about it. Okay, so where am I going with this? So right now, we have so many proxy wars, it's not even funny. It's proxy war galore today is what we have. We have so many cyber wars right now. It's not funny, not even funny. China to Microsoft, Russia threatening Twitter, that's cyber. They're going and they're attacking them that way. Very easy. We have bio-warfare wars that could happen at any given time. The wars of today are not going to be the kind of wars that we had in World War II or World War I. It's going to be the kind of war that you can't figure out who attacked you. You know how you fight a person and you're standing up and you're like, hey, you want to go? And he punches you in the face. You know who hits you. This is the kind of fight where you get hit in the back of the head and you don't know who hit you. You get stabbed. You don't know who stabbed you. You're all of a sudden sick. You don't know how you got sick. It's a very dirty war today because nobody can, the fingerprints aren't anywhere. Like, imagine somebody robs your house. You call the cops. They come. What do? Well, let me see this here. Boom, 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 boom. Fingerprints, put it in there. Boom. Okay. It's a guy named John Doe who lives on 42nd and Broadway. Let's go to his house right now. They pull up. Oh, he's running from the back. Get him. Hey, finger, this is your shoes. Yes, you robbed. You're going to jail. You have all the laptops you stole. No, I sold it to the pawn shop. Well, then you're doing jail time for 1 year. There's no fingerprints today. No fingerprints today. So it's a very, very weird time. Today, it's like Trump was a president, right? And he would have been a phenomenal president in the 50s, the 60s, because he wouldn't have a way to constantly share his thoughts on Twitter 24/7. But he would have still been a strong president on TV. But today, he created way too many new enemies we didn't need. He kept giving birth to new enemies. I don't know if that makes sense or not. He was constantly pissing off old enemies and waking them up. I get that. Like, it's very much, we admire, look at him. He's not afraid of anybody. It's great. But it's like, I totally get it. I understand. I admire too. I love the fact that somebody says, no, I'm not, I'm standing up. Yes, stand up. But don't give birth to new enemies. Somebody today has to be a diplomat, that turns enemies into allies, into friends. Somebody has to be a synergist today that just kind of calms the nerves. And it's not Biden. Okay, it's not a Biden. It's not an Obama. It's not a Trump. It's got to be a different kind of a personality. But it's a very, very random, weird time today. Somebody has to be the combination of strength, poise, yet at the same time, their ambitions is to unite and create a environment where there's confidence and diplomacy versus their ambition being, I have to be the most powerful man in the world. That's a wrong kind of a time to be a leader. Anyways, I'm not even making any sense to the viewer. I don't even know if I'm making sense to you right now, but all I'm trying to say today is it's a lot of wars going on that we cannot see publicly. You can't spot the fingerprints. And it's a time that gives birth to a lot of extreme personalities. And unfortunately, that's the last thing we need today. It's the last thing we need today.